going in the old high school gym. It is now going to be the archery facility. Okay, so they took out bleachers. Was the south side of the?
Yep. Yep, took out the south side bleachers. We're gonna demo the old bathrooms, so that'll be gone. We gotta come in here. We found out that this floor actually goes down a little more than a foot, and so we'll come back with concrete, make it level.
Step down there so we can see it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So make this level. That way they'll have more room to shoot with their 3D and bullseye stuff. And the next thing to do is we're gonna put air conditioning. Put air conditioning in here, and then fix the doors, and do a little bit more demoing. Take down the old score clocks and kind of clean this place up a little bit. The windows up here need to be removed, make it more energy efficient.
We got some broken ones.
You got some broken ones. Just kind of clean this place up a little bit. So we're in the old high school gym, the gym that I played in. This is the new remodeled archery facility. So this will just be dedicated for archery. So we took out the visitor bleachers, leveled up the concrete, and we're getting ready to paint the inside. It'll mainly be white.
They closed in the windows up here.
Yeah, walked in the windows on both sides. Paint the walls white, and then we start at the end of this week installing the heating and air. So they'll have air conditioning in here.
So ceiling and walls white, bleachers.
Bleachers are going to stay red. We'll repaint them red.
Home of the Pirates are staying.
Home of the Pirates is staying. Yep, we'll get new doors. This side will get new doors, and then some new plumbing, new toilets and vanity. And then the outside we'll paint it gray with the red trim.
Okay, so it's going to match everything.
Yep.
It's exciting. It looks good. Concrete back here looks good. It used to be a big step down under the bleachers.
Yeah, we had to level this out. But we're getting close.
It's all going to be painted. Old scoreboard. It's all going to the trash.
What about those walls?
Okay, we're going in. What is this building? Okay, what building is this?
We are in the old Jim Murphy shop building. People know it by the indoor. We had batting cages in here for years. But this is going to be the new wrestling room.
Okay, so this
will be this open space will have enough room for 2 wrestling mats, 2 full-size wrestling mats. And over here we've got a boys' locker room and a girls' locker room and a weight room.
Weight room in here?
Weight room in here, and then a boys and girls bathroom, and then coach's office over there. And so in the locker rooms, we'll have showers for each locker room, but the restrooms will be down there. So we'll build lockers, kind of like we did for football. The walls will have locker space, and we'll have 2 shower stalls in each locker room to get cleaned up after practice.
Nice. So this is a whole new room. Walls been built here.
Yep.
These are new walls.
We'll have on the walls, we'll have mats. It'll say Locust Grove pirates on it to protect the kids when they're wrestled, to not run to the wall and that kind of deal. So
We've got new brick over here that closed it in, and then took out a wall here, right, and put new
correct.
brick in.
Yep. So we've got the new insulation in the ceiling. This will all be painted. We'll put new heaters in here.
Spray insulation.
Yep. Locker rooms will have heating and air in the coach's office, but in here it'll just have heat.
This may be the coach's office, and what's this still going to be makerspace?
Yeah, we'll frame this wall up so we won't have access to it, but this will be the makerspace area.
Close that in.
Yeah.
And then what's back there?
And over here is just kind of a robotics classroom. I think they're going to move some art stuff in here. I like that.
So this will still function as maybe
This will-
art. And
Yeah, this will be still a classroom.
the entrance to it. What?
Yeah, the entrance will be a double door. We closed this
Old shop door.
shop door we closed in, and that shop door over there we closed in will be a double door as well.
Okay, so is the outside all going to match?
Yep. Yeah, it'll all have gray and with red trim like all the other buildings. Just match it all up.
And then new tin over the spot where it was enclosed.
Yep. Yep.
It's gonna look good. It smells like a new building in there.
It does.
It's exciting stuff.
It's exciting. Yep.
So this is all phase 2 of the bond, right?
Correct. Yeah, these are phase 2 projects.
Okay, and then the next question is, what is going on outside of the middle school?
Outside of middle school, it is not a pond. We're not digging a pond. I've heard that a lot. We're making
That would be terrible.
we're making a safe room for the middle school, so they do have to dig down quite a ways to get the water to flow right, because the natural pathway of the water when it rains is to go right where we're building. So quite a bit of dirt work had to happen. It is happening, but it'll be a safe room when they get done with it.
And what's going to be inside there?
So the Brad Cowan's classes, it's kind of his tech ed class, outdoor education. They're in portable buildings now, so they'll be over there.
That are pretty nasty.
Yeah, we'll move those
I'm
buildings
afraid the
out.
floor is going to fall in.
Yes.
So we're going to get rid of those
Yep.
outbuildings.
Move them into half of the safe room. The other half, it'll be kind of just an open space for, you could do class meetings or like a maybe even a PE class or something. It's just an open space that can be used for a bunch of different things.
Will there be restrooms in there?
Restrooms, yep. We'll have restrooms, and it'll be enough space to hold all the kids and staff for the middle school.
Will it be connected to the north end of the building?
It's not. No, it'll sit about 20 feet away. The reason we did that is when you add on to a building, you have to bring things up to the latest code, and so to keep from having to sprinkle the entire building, which would have cost quite a bit of money, it's going to sit 20 feet away, so it'll be its own separate building. It'll be covered with an awning, protect for with rain and all that stuff, but it actually will be a separate building.
And the building is up to code for right now, for what it's
Yeah, it is. It's just we didn't want to have to sprinkle the whole building.
which means add a sprinkler system. And then you would also have to change the direction the doors go.
Correct.
So every single door in that building, which our middle school building has a lot of doors. A
Yep.
lot. Outside, inside, there's doors everywhere. And there's nowhere in that building, like we can get to the dome for a safe spot, but if we ever needed to shelter in place, everything's outside windows. Like every hallway has outside windows. And in a tornado situation, you do not want to be near outside windows.
Yeah, so it's going to be a nice setup.
We're excited. So how many phases are in the bond?
We're on phase 2. So our next, I don't know how many phases are in the bond. Our next, I guess, phase, you call it, the last phase is going to be building a safe room at the upper elementary. So we're a few months away from that. But yeah, so part of this phase is finishing up the archery, the wrestling room, our admin building. We're making the boardroom a little bit bigger, which we'll see here in a second. And then the middle school safe room. is in this phase.
Okay, we are at the admin building, which will also eventually be painted to match everything else. And what's going on here?
So we're adding 20 feet to our boardroom. So right now it's pretty cramped when we have board meetings. If we have any visitors at all, it gets pretty filled up real quick. So we're going to add 20 feet
Off the end of that building.
Off the end of the building. So it'll be a big open space that we can have board meetings more comfortable. If we can have trainings for staff, there's a lot of ways you can use this space better than what we have now. So, but it'll.
What was this building originally?
Originally, it was built, I think, for an alternative ed program that never really just took off. I mean, it's a good sized building, and so our alt ed program now only about 20 kids. So we have the space at the high school for them. And so years ago, they moved the administrative office up here. Years before I came on board. So, but it's good. It's we need some more space in the boardroom. So,
okay, here's this side of the admin building, so it'll come off back there on that south end. The doors will be painted. They're just factory blue right now. It's
yeah,
pretty.
Love a blue in a red and white school. So
yeah, so we'll get that fixed up.
Yep.
Okay, I'll show you a little clip of the finished weight room. Kids are in there working out right now, so it might be kind of loud in there, but it's got all the weight equipment in there, what it looks like. Okay, this is right outside the middle school.
I don't know that I got the dimensions memorized, but it's about where that you can see the stakes, the edge of that excavator.
Oh, okay.
Is how far it goes north, and it's the width of the building down.
Oh, I'll do it
So you
now.
can kind of see that little
Pad right there.
pad down low. They slowly build it back up to make it level with the building, the original building. That dump truck will bring in fill, stronger fill, and then they'll come in and compress it and do a strength test to make sure the compaction is right.
Okay, and then they'll come out through that north door over there, and there'll be a door entering it about 20 feet from there, I guess.
Yep. Yeah, you kind of see where it goes down.
Yeah.
It's darker there.
Yeah, right in there somewhere. Right in this area is where the door will be the entrance to it. Have a little awning between the two.
Yep.
It's gonna be nice.